Yo, what up, people? Seahawks versus the Patriots. The Patriots fall short. Where did the Patriots fall short? I got some pointers as to where they actually fell short. They didn't utilize Stephon Diggs. Where was Kayshon Boutte? Pause. Where was the offensive line help? They needed some help. Help did not come. Seahawks. Did they really get help? I don't really think they got help neither. I just felt like they made the necessary key plays to get them to win the game. Let's talk about it right here on Likeable Dialogue. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. That was so crazy. Wrong button. There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
To Likeable Dialogue.
Hey man, no intro today, man. You know what? I haven't been playing the intro in a while, so we just gonna skip the whole intro thing situation, right? And we just going to get straight into it, man. What went wrong at the Super Bowl for the Patriots, and what went well for the Seattle Seahawks, the Big 12? What went well for them? And I think they had some good. First off, man, we got to say congratulations to the 12, man, to the Seattle Seahawks, man. They've won their Super Bowl. I believe they've been there again the last 12. This is their second time within the last 12 years that they've been there consecutively. And I think that's actually speaks volume, man. I actually think that speaks volume for them, knowing that they've been back to the Super Bowl. Whereas you got these other organizations who haven't been to the Super Bowl in over a decade, over 2 decades, over 3 decades. You know what I mean? No shots taken at the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm just saying, Jerry, what are you doing? But DeMarcus Lawrence leaves Dallas Cowboys, and he officially becomes, in 1 year, officially becomes a Super Bowl champion. And man, let's see if I still got that video on here, man. Actually, let me log on to the stream from my other computer, and then we're going to see if I still have that video where DeMarcus Lawrence actually stated that, hey, Dallas is my home. I love Dallas, but I'm not going to win a championship there, is what DeMarcus Lawrence did state. He's not going to win a championship in Dallas. And what happens? He ultimately wins a championship in Seattle within the 1 year that he left. So was that a smart decision from Dallas getting rid of DeMarcus Lawrence? Man, here it is right here. Let's see what happens.
Tears coming down your face. I can see the emotion all over you. You're going to the Super Bowl. Just describe the feeling.
I am. I'm truly blessed. You know, thankful to be a part of this great organization, this great team that we put together, man. The words can't even explain this moment. I'm just glad I'm going to the Super Bowl. We going.
Enjoy every moment.
We going. Yeah.
Hey, man. DeMarcus Lawrence, where did he go? He went to the Super Bowl, man. So kudos to DeMarcus Lawrence, man, for actually being able to go to the Super Bowl. And kudos to him and his team actually winning the Super Bowl. Jerry let him go. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, they let him go. And within 1 year, his life changed playing on a better team. And guess what? It was the defense that won the game. It was the defense. Like the championship came down to the defense, right? It came down to the defense. You watching the Patriots game, you watch the Seattle Seahawks, you watch the whole 9 yards, and it actually comes down to the defense. The defense actually won this game, man. Shout out to the HG out there, man. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
Shout out to the hand grenade.
Hey, shout out to the hand grenade out there. My boy say Likeable Dialogue. Hashtag NFL Talk, man. Shout out to that boy HG. HG, man, I got a question for you, my brother. How did you like the Super Bowl halftime, man? You know, some people had words about the halftime show. Me personally, man, I actually liked it, the halftime show. But HG, what you think about the halftime show? And then those of you guys that are watching, don't be afraid to comment and chat and voice your opinion on this show, man. When we live, we like to get everybody involved in the comment section. So don't just watch, get active. You know what I'm saying? Get active. My boy HG says the Hawks defense was on point, dominated. Yeah, man, they were, man. I think both defenses were the key to the Super Bowl win, man. I think both defenses was the key. And I think that's what ultimately decided the game was the defense. Which defense was going to slip up just enough for the other team to score. And that's what it ultimately came down to, right? The Patriots slipped up just enough for Kenneth Walker to just ease through that O-line and to get that Super Bowl, you know what I mean? And to get that touchdown. And, man, he showed out. He actually did. He actually won the MVP. So shout out to him. I'm actually looking for this other video, y'all. I got so many videos. Let me see. Is this the actual video that from the DeMarcus Lawrence situation that I really wanted to play you guys? Let's see.
I made my home there. You know, my family lives there, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So
later.
The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
No, Dallas is my home. I made my home there. You know, my family lives there, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So
later.
The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
That is actually what I wanted to show you guys, that video right there. He said like we said, shout out to, like a hand grenade says, the Hawks defense was on point and they dominated, right? That's what he says, right? And it was ultimately come down to the defense. DeMarcus Lawrence actually stopped Drake May in the middle of a play, hit his arm, dropped the ball, went in the air, and his teammate was able to run it in for a touchdown, which ultimately they won the game. The defense won this game. I think this was actually, you know, a lot of people say they wasn't too happy with this game. But honestly, to me, I think it was a great game. I think it was a dominated game. Now, did I lose a lot of money on the game? Heck yeah, and I'm mad about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about the Patriots for a second, right? Let's talk about the Patriots for a second, right? We got to talk about the Patriots. The Patriots, what are you doing, right? First of all, let me go look up his contract, right? I got to go look up his contract before I go off. Because here's the thing, right? Let me go look up his contract. Because why go out and sign Stephon Diggs? Why go out and sign Stephon Diggs if you're not going to utilize him? Stephon Diggs signed a 3-year, $69 million max value contract with the New England Patriots back in March of 2025, guys. Back in March of 2025, he goes out, and actually, I'm going to screen share this with you guys because this is important. I'm going to screen share it so you guys can see the Stephon Diggs contract. Here it is right here. Stephon Diggs signed a 3-year, $69 million contract. Let me zoom it in for you guys so you guys can see it. 3-year, 69 maximum value contract with the Patriots. March 2025 is what he did. So please tell me, why aren't they utilizing Stephon Diggs? I understand that the defense had the Patriots under a lot of pressure. Those of you guys that are watching, make sure you go hit that like button. Please smash that like button and get active in the comments. Voice your opinion. If you got something to say, voice your opinion in the comment section. They not utilizing Stephon Diggs. What is Drake May doing? What is the offensive coordinator doing? You go sign a guy for $69 million for 3 years and you not utilize him. Drake May seems like he only wants to be the MVP to me. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I cannot deflect. There was points in the game where Drake May could have threw the ball, but instead he tried to run for the ball and get sacked. But all of these ESPN guys was comparing him to Tom Brady. How can you compare a guy to Tom Brady that's not doing what Tom Brady is doing? Yes, he got him to the Super Bowl like Tom Brady, but he's not doing quite what Tom Brady is doing. He's not looking at that defense. He's not looking at the receivers and Stephon Diggs and not delivering him the ball. He's not delivering the ball like he should be. John says they need to also improve their O-line. And he also sucks. Hey, shout out to John. John, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you ain't already hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Drake May isn't doing what he should be doing. I understand the O-line was trash last night. The O-line was very, very trash last night. But we can't take away from what the Seattle Seahawks defense was able to do. We can't take away from that. But I understand that the O-line was very trash last night for Drake May. But it was still instances where Drake May should have adapted to what was going on, just like Sam Darnold did. Sam Darnold didn't play a great game last night. He did not. But he was able to utilize it to his advantage. The offensive coordinator on the Seahawks was able to say, okay, hey, as soon as you say, let's get that ball out your hand. Let's get it out. But the defensive coordinators, they did an outstanding job. We got to give them a round of applause. It was a lot of people are going to say the Super Bowl was trash last night. It wasn't quite trash. It was a defensive game. You ever heard the key saying that defenses win games? Yes, defenses wins games. But ultimately, it comes down to the quarterback and can he deliver the ball? Sam Darnold was able to deliver the ball in key instances, whereas Drake May was not able to deliver the ball as such. But instead, he wanted to be a hero and try to take off and do rushing yards. Yeah, that's cool. But when you got an offensive wide receiver open, you need to deliver that ball to him. There's no way you're not utilizing Stephon Diggs. Why bring Stephon Diggs to the Patriots if you're not going to utilize him? But you want to utilize Kayshon Boutte, who was garbage. Garbage he was. Kayshon was garbage. Kayshon was garbage. Garbage. He was garbage before, honestly. If he came alive before he had like the little hamstring situation he was dealing with. He came alive. But in the big moments, he could not he could not do it in the big moments. Kayshawn couldn't catch the ball. Let's just be real. He couldn't deliver. He couldn't deliver. He's like an up and down receiver. So you got to go out and use Stephon Diggs. The key to the Patriots for next year, you got to go get some receivers. And you got to utilize Stephon Diggs because you got it for $69 million for 3 years. Make sure you guys hitting that super chat out there, man. I see the comments coming in, but let's hit that super chat as well. Richard says, Patriots were not prepared for the dark side of Seattle. Hey, they wasn't. The dark side was good. The Patriots was good as well, though. The Patriots did good as well, though, man. The Patriots defense, both defensive sides of the ball did good. It just ultimately came down to which quarterback would be able to deliver the ball in key moments as such. And Sam Darnold was able to utilize his running back and get the ball off versus where we seen Stevenson wasn't able to do much. You know what I mean? I don't even think he got 40 yards, honestly. My boy says, what's your opinion on George Pickens? Those of y'all that are just now coming in, man, I'm going to get to y'all comments, man. Make sure y'all looking out for the super chat, okay? You can send in $2, $3, $4, $5, my dollar, your dollar. Just send in the super chat. You go to another channel, they not even going to read your comments. So make sure y'all looking out for the super chat. Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. He says, what's your opinion on George Pickens? I think George Pickens is a good player. I really do. But I got to see him another time because George Pickens also drop a lot of passes, but he made key passes. So we oversee that sometime, right? But he dropped a lot of passes too sometime. I'm not going to lie, but he's a tremendous player. He's a tremendous player. I want to see him be more mature because it was some time where George Pickens, he's a bit immature in times where like he want to fight or he want to throw a temperature and things of that nature. But I did see that the Cowboys do want to sign him, but they are going to franchise tag him. They're going to franchise tag George Pickens. But if Pickens want to stay with Dallas, stay with Dallas. If not, go to a team that's going to cash out on you and give you the bread. You know what I mean? I heard the Patriots looking for some receivers because Kayshawn was garbage. They was garbage last night, man. I'm sorry. They was garbage. But I'm gonna say this too though to answer your question though. If George Pickens want to win a Super Bowl, he better take DeMarcus Lawrence's advice. He got to take DeMarcus Lawrence's advice.
I made my home there. You know, my family lives there, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So
later.
The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
You heard what he said, right? I'm gonna play it one more time for you.
I made my home there. You know, my family lives there, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So
later.
The Seahawks.
So if you asked me about George Pickens, right? You asked me about George Pickens. What's my thought on George Pickens? George Pickens, if you make your home there, that's your family there, and everything else about George Pickens, yeah, you want to be playing in Dallas there, but just know you're not going to win a Super Bowl in Dallas. I'm just saying. Skip on Point Daily says, I couldn't even watch the game. LOL. Didn't even bother me. Shout out to you. Jonathan says, I'm so glad Drake beat Joe Burrow's sack record as a Bengal fan. No, yeah, he definitely had the most sacks in the game. Richard says the K9 running game held the Patriots to 0 points for way too long. K9 was the difference. My boy HG says Dig did a bunch of nothing. He did have a couple fights though. Hey, but you know what? Stephon Diggs did do a bunch of nothing. You're right. But they not but HG, they not utilizing him neither. They not targeting him neither. They not targeting him. They not getting him involved in the offense. It's like they signed the guy not to utilize him. You just say, hey, I want you to be a part of this team and this organization, and we're going to give you $69 million. You're not going to get the ball, though. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that we're talking about. It's like they not even utilizing Stephon Diggs at all, the Patriots. You know what I mean? But the O-line was trash, man. That O-line gave Drake May so much hell on that left side, and that offensive coordinator in the offensive line could not help them at all. They couldn't. It was a slaughterhouse. Drake May, let's look it up. How many sacks did Drake May have in the Super Bowl? How many? Let's just look it up. How many sacks in the Super Bowl? Super Bowl Drake May have? 6. Shout out to Tyrone. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, Tyrone. Sometimes I hit the wrong button. Let's do that again. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD.
The kid.
And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Oh, that was Mike that sent that. Shout out to Mike, man. I appreciate that, Mike. Mike, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My boy Tyrone says, Seahawks Nation, beginning of an era. No, the dark side. The dark side. The dark side is coming along, man. Hey, the dark side really. The defense on the Seattle Seahawks, the dark side, they showed up and they ultimately won the game. The defense won the game. The Seattle Seahawks, only reason why the Seattle Seahawks won that game, for one, the defense. You ever heard the word defense wins game? The Seattle Seahawks won the game because of the defense. The dark side. They had them Patriots at 1 quarter, 2 quarters. Come on. So they held them down. And then you got to give it to Kenneth Walker. He was so patient. Kenneth Walker was so patient. Kenneth Walker was so patient. It's literally like the dude walked to the line and then he took out running once he saw the opening. Shout out to Kenneth Walker, man. Defense win championships. Shout out to Tyrone. I agree with that, man. Defense win championships. My boy HG says the Brady comparison is goofy. There's only one Tommy. Rings. Let's effing go. Shout out to HG. Make sure y'all looking at that super chat, guys. Hit that like button. If those of y'all that are watching, I need y'all to do me one favor. Everybody just go to their phone right now and smash that like button to help us get into the visibility of other people that want to discover the show, man. If you understand, if y'all liking the show right now and you're rocking with me and I'm rocking with you, hit that like button, man. And then actually, if you know somebody, say, hey, man, go hop on this live right here at Likeable Dialogue. And make sure y'all follow us at Likeable Dialogue on Instagram, okay? Please, I appreciate that. But yeah, man. Hold on real quick. There we go. Boom. So make sure y'all hitting us, following the that's the wrong one. It is hot. I gotta turn this AC on. Hold on, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When we live, stuff happens, but I gotta turn this AC on. But yeah, so the defense do win games, man. The defense do win games. The dark side won that game, man. The Seattle Seahawks know what to do when it comes to the defense. I think the Dallas Cowboys, listen, check this out, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think the Dallas Cowboys should go take a page out of the Seattle Seahawks, man, and go and find a good defense. Because right now, the Dallas Cowboys defense is trees ash. You got rid of Michael Parsons, one of the goodest people that was on your team on the defense. You get rid of DeMarcus Lawrence, one of the good defense personnel that was on your team. He then goes to Seattle with the dark side and win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that should be headlines within itself. You know what I mean? So, yeah. My boy Mike says defense was off the chain. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, we all did. Shout out to Noah. Defense wins championships. My boy Richard says, it was a night that saw a dismissal halftime adjustment and the Patriots halftime locker room sad. Teflon, I don't really think that about Bad Bunny, Teflon. I think he actually, man, if you actually pay attention to it, I think that he was really cultural within his culture. And like he showed like the bodega, the meat market, Puerto Rico from the house. The house was highlighted pink or whatever, yellow or whatever it was. I think it was real cultural. But you know, if you don't know Spanish, then you know, you could just look at the performance and just take it from there. But I ain't gonna say that it was cheap. I think it was a great halftime show. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was a good halftime show. Just my opinion. All right, so let's break down some of this Super Bowl plays. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy, and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Sam Darnold. Let's talk about Sam Darnold, y'all. Sam Darnold cut from the Panthers, right? Then he goes to, if I'm not mistaken, he goes from the Panthers, he goes to the Jets, play backup behind Brock Purdy, goes to the Vikings, quarterback there. They say, hey, you know what? Sam Darnold is not the guy, even though he was delivering the ball to Justin Jefferson multiple times. And I think that was like, what, 14-3 or something like that, I believe. And then Sam Darnold being this great quarterback at the Vikings. Justin Jefferson numbers is at an all-time high. He's catching and he's delivering, and they cut him. 1 year, they cut him. 1 year, I say 1 year. The next year, he ends up in Seattle, and he goes to the Super Bowl. The Vikings gotta be ripping their hair out their head right now, man. The Vikings gotta be ripping their hair out their head right now. They got to. You get rid of a guy who you say is not the guy, and that same guy that you say is not the guy then goes to the Super Bowl. He has to go through the Rams. He had to go through the LA Rams, who put up an outstanding job at the NFC Championship. Let's pull up their schedule and see the Seattle Seahawks playoff contentions. And see who all they had to run through in order to go to the Super Bowl. Let's go. The Seattle Seahawks, they beat the brakes off the 49ers. Had to go through the Rams. Let's go back a little farther than that. They faced the Colts. They won. They faced the Rams back in December the 18th. They won by 1 point. They beat the Panthers. They beat the 49ers. Divisional round. Boom. The 49ers again, they beat the brakes off them 6-41. Then they had to go through the Rams 27-31. They played the Rams. Y'all want to see this? I'm going to share my screen with y'all. I'm going to actually share the screen with y'all. My boy say, Sam is prime example of destiny is often deferred. Shout out to that boy Hand Grenade. We're going to share our screen with y'all, man, because I think it's very important that you guys get to see this as well. And y'all can see it from a visual standpoint. Okay? Let's go. They beat the brakes off the 49ers, right? 6-41. Boom. Then they go to the Rams, 27-31. And then to the Super Bowl, 27-13. Come on, man. They had to go through the Rams. in order to get to the Super Bowl. Playing the Rams is not easy. They have to go through the Rams. And the Vikings got rid of the guy who they said is not the guy. They believed so much into J.J. McCarthy. They believed in him. So much so that J.J. McCarthy didn't deliver. Guess who delivered at the end of the day? It was Sam Darnold. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. It was Sam Darnold. Yo, HG, if you remember HG, so if you want to call in to the show, HG, boom, the phone lines is open. If you want to express anything about the Super Bowl last night, HG, you can utilize your membership, call in to the show if you want to. Totally up to you. Man, but Sam Darnold, they get rid of him, and now he's at the Super Bowl, and he's at the Super Bowl, and he actually wins it. That is a story within itself. Let go from the Panthers. Goes to the Jets. Goes to the 49ers. Goes to the 49ers, then the Vikings, and now he's at the Seattle Seahawks. And he's delivering the 12. And they win. Smith and Jigma goes down. Sam Darnold still has to figure out, okay, my number one receiver goes down. Who else can I depend on? Oh, did we forget about Cooper Kupp? No. You can't forget about Cooper Kupp. What happens with Cooper Kupp? The Rams 1 year ago. The Rams let him go. The Rams let him go. He goes to Seattle Seahawks. Now, remind you, they had to play the Rams. Cooper Kupp has to go through the Rams to get through the Super Bowl. Wins. He didn't win MVP last night, but he showed up at the key moments where Sam Darnold and the Seahawks needed him. He showed up. Where was Kayshon Boutte? He did not show up. Number 9 did not show up. Drake May did not utilize Stephon Diggs. He didn't utilize Stephon Diggs. They haven't utilized Stephon Diggs the whole season. But you would think during the Super Bowl, you would lean on your veteran wide receiver who you signed for $69 million over 3-year periods. You would think that, but no, they did not know. But guess what? Cooper Kupp showed up. Cooper Kupp showed up when the number one receiver in Smith and Jigma goes down. They looking at his ankle. They take him to the back. He runs back on the field, not doing much because he's still injury prone a little bit. We trying to figure out. Boom, he gets the ball again. But guess who they deliver the ball to downfield? None other than Cooper goddamn Kupp. Cooper Kupp didn't win MVP, but he did show up in the biggest moments. Where was the Patriots' key player? He didn't show up. He didn't show up. He didn't show up. He didn't show up. So that's the thing, man. We have to talk about it because where was them that when they didn't show up? DT in the building. My boy say, damn, I barely made it. You got a couple of more minutes, DT. You got a couple of more minutes.
Shout out to Likeable Dialogue.
GT's in the building, man. What up, man? GT, how did you like the Super Bowl, man? How did you like the Super Bowl, man? And for my members, everybody that are members, man, I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate you guys keeping the lights, keeping the lights on here at Likeable Dialogue. And, the phone line is open. If y'all want to call in, you can call in and voice your opinion about the Super Bowl. A lot of people lost on the Super Bowl, Vegas, man. I'm not gonna lie. My boys say trash, to be honest. It was a defensive game, man. I'm surprised I didn't lose my voice, man, because I was yelling so much, man. I lost a lot of money. Vegas. Hey, look, I seen a TikTok and my girl sent it to me. She say, look, the Super Bowl is gonna be 28-14. Guess what it was? 29-13. She told me, I already seen the script. She sent me the TikTok. I would screenshot the TikTok with y'all, but I don't really, it's like a long video. I don't want to share it, but yeah, where the girl asks Alexa, hey, when is the Super Bowl gonna, I'll send it to my members if those y'all want to look at it. But yeah, we'll do it. I'll do an edited version of it or something. My boy says, when your defense can't turn the corner on K9 is going to be a long game MVP. When your defense can't turn the corner on K9, it's going to be a long game MVP. The moment was too big for Drake May. Oh, do you? That's a good question, y'all. That's a good question. I'm actually going to add that to the poll, bro. We're actually going to do a poll on that now. That was actually a great comment. We're going to do a poll on that. Okay. Let's do a poll on that particular question. All right. So let's open up. Let's start a poll. And I'm saying, do you think the moment was too big for Drake May? That's a great statement. All right, so those of y'all that can comment, you'll say yes, you'll say no, and we'll add an option. We'll say maybe so. We'll say maybe so, and we'll add another option that says no. Defense just did their job. Defense. I don't know if I could do all this. He did their job. Okay. All right. Boom. There you go. I just did a poll. Those of y'all guys that are in the comment section, you guys can now go vote on that poll that we have up. We only got 5 likes, guys. Make sure y'all smashing that like button, man. Make sure y'all smashing that like button, man. That helps the channel grow. And don't forget that super chat, guys. Don't forget that super chat, please. That helps the channel so many ways. I promise you. All right, guys. We got that poll open right now, man. Y'all can go and vote on that poll. And the question is, do you think the moment was too big for Drake May? Yes, no, maybe, and no. The defense just did their job. Honestly, Drake May has been, I ain't gonna say he has been subpar, because I've been really big on Drake May leading up to the Super Bowl, right? But now as I reflect and I go back, he was just doing the bare minimum the whole time. Or is it the receivers? Is it Drake May's fault for not catching when his receivers are wide open, and him wanting to just run the ball to try to make something happen? Is he being self-egoed, or is he doing what's best for the team at that moment when he takes off? Because I see moments where Drake May took off and he could have delivered the ball down the field. So is Drake May been so into himself? It's like, boom, I did that. I got us that in that moment when he tried to take off at moments? Or do you guys think that the moments are just too big for him and he's not able to watch downfield when the receivers are open? You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. Great question. My boy AG says Drake's moment was too big for him, but Tom thrived and lived for those times. Facts. No comparison. My boy DT says, yeah, also there were moments he took sacks when guys were open. Shout out to that boy DT, man. I just can't get over it. The fact that Drake May couldn't deliver the ball in the biggest moments, man. He just couldn't deliver the ball in the biggest moments. Like he froze, or he tried to do more than what more was required to do. He froze and couldn't do more where more was required for him to do. He couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Those of y'all that are on Twitch, YouTube, man, hey, make sure y'all smashing that like button. But here's the thing too, man. I feel like it was the defense that won these games. But I also felt like that goddamn Kenneth Walker. We cannot end this session tonight without talking about Kenneth Walker and his patience as to where he won the MVP. You know, he put the Seattle. Listen, Sam Darnold couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And one thing I like about Sam Darnold, when he was on that stage, he said, you know what? I'm thankful for Kenneth, but I'm also thankful for this defense down here, the dark side. Because they showed the Patriots, hey, you at the Super Bowl, but it ain't finna be cookies and ice cream. I'm finna show you the dark side. Yeah. And they showed the Patriots the dark side of going up against their defense. Got to get to my boy DT comment first because he is a member. He says, yeah, also there are moments. Okay, he says, yeah, K9 did that. Both defense played good. Yeah, K9 did that. Both defenses played good. Yeah, Kenneth Walker did an outstanding job, man. He put the Seattle Seahawks on his back and he delivered that ball. And this is just so crazy on how he delivered the ball. He delivered the ball in ways into which it was like, bro, I literally heard the commentator say, it's like he's skipping to the line and then taking off. Skip to the loop, my darling, and boom, he was gone. Dust. So, two reasons why the Seattle Seahawks won the game. One, their defense did an outstanding job by having the Patriots 9-0. 9-0, up 3 quarters. I think they went into the fourth quarter with 0 points on the board, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that they got a first score. You know? But nevertheless, the defense did an outstanding job by not allowing the Patriots to score. Secondly, Kenneth Walker did an outstanding job by putting the Seattle Seahawks on his back and delivering and running with that ball, man. You know, it ultimately came down to which offensive coordinator with both this is a Super Bowl. So both defenses is got to be great in order to get you there, right? They said the Patriots had a easy schedule. That's cool. But it has to come down to which offensive coordinator is going to make the necessary adjustments in order to get their team to win the game. And it came down to none other than the Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator making the right decisions at the right time and having the personnel to deliver on that call that was called on the call sheet. Sam Darnold didn't play a perfect game. And I think he acknowledged that. They didn't win the game because of the quarterback. No, he was just in the position. They won that game because of the Seattle Seahawks defense, the dark side, and Kenneth Walker. That's how they won that game. My boy HG says, let me know if I'm missing y'all comments. Let's see. He says, was it me or did Drake walk off and not shake Sam's hand after the game? Yo, I don't think he shake, because I seen Sam Darnold standing there for a long time. You know what? You might be right. Did Drake May shake Sam Darnold hand. Let's actually Google that. Let's Google it, because it might be a video. It might be a video out there. Let's Google it. I'm gonna say, did Drake, because I didn't see that video. Did Drake May shake Sam Darnold hand after? Look, it's already in the Google search. Based on reports following the Super Bowl LX on February 9th, 2026, New England Patriots quarterback Drake May did not shake the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold hand on the field after the game after interacting with his teammates and coaches. May left the field and locker room quickly following the loss. Wow. So no, he did not shake the game according to the reports. Y'all want to see it? Y'all can read it for yourselves. Let's do a screen share. Let's do a screen share and share that. Nah, man, reports say that they did not do it, man. Per the reports. All right, it says it right here. Boom, 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 boom. It says, based on reports following Super Bowl 60 on February the 9th, 2026, New England Patriots quarterback Drake May did not shake hands with the Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold on the field after the game. After interacting with teammates and coaches, May left the field and locker room quickly following the loss. Wow. Sad, Drake May. Sad, Drake May. That is sad, Drake May. Now, I'm looking at a video right here, and let me see, based off this video, I'm going to play for y'all. So let me see how this video look like. They got a picture. Drake May, it looks like he might have been looking around, but he actually walks off. Okay, so I'm going to give him credit, y'all. It looks like he's looking. Okay, so like, boom, let me do a screen share. Let's do a screen share, okay? Boom. Okay, so look, here it is right here, right? So here it is right here. We're going to do a screen share. Okay, boom. I'm going to press the next button and boom. So according to this video, right? Oh, wait a minute. This is a bad. Okay, so boom, he walks off. He didn't even want to shake his hand. Okay, it looks like he's looking for Sam Darnold at this point, guys. He's looking for him. But Drake, you got to go and find him, bro. You got to go and find him. You act like you looking for him, but you got to go find him. You didn't want them cameras in your face. That's unprofessional, bro. That's no excuse. You got to go and find him and make that happen. Because if it was you, you would want him to come and do that for you. So no, unacceptable, Drake May. My boy HG says, you notice after the game, Sam was standing in the middle of the field looking for Drake. Shows Drake character. Facts. I do remember Sam Darnold standing in the middle of that field, and that's why I said that. Where was the defense either scored or put the offense in scoring position? Where was the defense either scored or put the offense in scoring position? The defense. Mitch says, shout out to Mitch. Mitch, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on. If y'all liking the content, man, you got to turn your notifications on so you know when we go live, man. You got to turn your notifications on, and you got to press the subscribe button, and you got to press the like button, okay? You got to press the subscribe button, and you got to press the like button, all right? That's the only how this works. You get to notify when we go on live, all right? He definitely is no Brady. Yeah, he definitely ain't no Brady. That's for sure. They was comparing him to Brady, though, a lot. I guess because the Patriots and they going to the Super Bowl. So, you know, I understand why they would do it. But yeah, they was definitely comparing him to Brady. Quick commercial break, guys. Let's go. Hey, guys, real quick. This part of the segment is called Subscriber Questions. Basically, what it is you guys submit questions, and we try to do our best to pick the best ones and get them on the show, okay? And listen, only how this show works unless you guys subscribe to the channel. So please, a lot of people watch the videos, but they not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the like button. Again, don't forget to press the like button. Enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy L. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Likeable Dialogue. Hey, man, listen, man. Y'all got to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. That's the only way the channel grow is when you guys press that like and hit that subscribe button for me, okay? So make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe button for me. Again, that helps the channel grow, okay? All right, listen, guys. For my people that's our members, if y'all want to call in, man, we're going to be on here for about another 10 minutes or so. You can call in and voice your opinion on the game. Let's talk about Bad Bunny, because he was the talk of discussion, right? He was another talk of the discussion, right? Now the discussion is Chris Brown. We want Chris Brown, as Chris Brown posted, says they need me. I'm not going to lie, Chris Brown performing at a Super Bowl would be great, but I don't see it happening, only because they always want to bring up Chris Brown's past. They want to bring up Chris Brown's past too much, or he's too violent, or he's too unethical, or he's too he's a little bit too much. He's not controllable, basically. I don't see Chris Brown performing at a Super Bowl. Not right now. You know what I mean? And what's so crazy, I believe that Jay-Z might be over the Super Bowl still. I don't know if that was his last time over it, but Rock Nation or whatnot, still over it. But I don't see them allowing Chris Brown perform at a Super Bowl, man. But I think it'll be very nice and very dope if he does. I believe, you know, them Chris Breezy fans will show up and they will show out. And I believe they will move the needle, because it'll be like justification. It'll be like they finally let me do something big. Because you remember they wanted him to perform at the BET Awards one time. And then they pulled the plug from up under him, said, no, we can't do it. Why? You can't let him perform at a BET Awards. It's supposed to be black entertainment, and you can't let the one guy that got all of these fans, Team Breezy, perform at black entertainment, aka BET. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think it's realistic for Chris Brown to perform at the Super Bowl? Realistically, no, I don't think that they will let him do it. But do I think that Chris Brown should perform at the Super Bowl? Absolutely. It'll be a sight to see. It'll be one thing to see. And I believe that Chris Brown will move that needle. You know what I mean? Bad Bunny had 135 million views at halftime. I think Chris Brown will and can move that needle to 136 for sure. Team Breezy will show up. Man, they will have it on their phone, their TV, the other TV. They will make sure they move that needle. I'm just saying. My boy DT says, defense coordinator did a good job mixing G up blitz. May didn't know where it was coming from. Yo, he did. That defense was nice, DT. Bro, it was coming from both sides. I remember seeing them like loop around. Witherspoon did an outstanding job. If I'm not mistaken, he might have had 11 tackles. I can't remember who it was. But no, man, that defense did an outstanding job, man. Both defenses did good. And the Patriots defense did good too. I'm not going to lie. But, man, that defense, Seattle defense just did a better job. They just did a better job, man. They just did a better job. All right, guys, to go to the poll, right? It says, do you think the moment was too big for Drake May? And 100% of you guys voted yes. You guys thought that the moment was too big for Drake May. Wow. We're going to end that poll. Thank you guys for that. But yeah, man. And then my boy DT, I'm sorry, I didn't see the other comment. Let's go to it. Oh, it didn't come through on this computer right here. Okay, here we go. It says, people lose me as a fan when they start putting hands on women. That goes for him and Tank. Okay. Shout out to DT. But do you think your pass, he says, I didn't see the poll on my side. Oh, okay. You know what? I apologize, DT. I'll probably put it in next time I'm gonna put the poll in both chats, because like I said, I have it streaming from multiple places. So that's on me. My apologies, man. I appreciate that, man. But do you think, he can be apologetic? It's just like a person going to jail and then they serve their time. He still can't be guilty of that crime. You know what I'm saying? He might be a new man, a new changed person, But I understand how you feel, but that's just, how society view him. They just think that he's just incapable of doing that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But both defensive coordinators did do a great job. Overall, you want to know what I feel about the Super Bowl? I think that it was a great Super Bowl, because it had to come down to, what decision was your quarterback going to do? What decision was Sam Darnold going to do? What decision was Drake May going to do to get his team to the victory? It was a low-scoring Super Bowl, right? When it's a high-scoring Super Bowl, that means the defense is not doing their job. And, yeah, you getting a touchdown. Yeah, you getting a touchdown. Yeah, you getting a touchdown. But it was a defensive game. And when you come and when you come up against a team in a Super Bowl, both teams are competitive. Now, if you want to talk about, did we get a Super Bowl? I was talking to Bo Sticky on the phone, and Bo Sticky said the Super Bowl was the NFC Championship, the Rams versus the Seahawks. And I was like, damn, I agree with you on that, because that was a great game also too. It was a high scoring game, and it came down to like the last minutes of the game, right? This was a low scoring game, but it was like, damn, these quarterbacks was playing horrible. But for the first time, it's not about the quarterback being the MVP. It's not about the quarterback being talked about in these great moments. It was finally the media realizing that football is not all about the quarterback. It's about the defense as well. It's about the surrounding pieces that make the quarterback so great. And that is often lost in football, because they always talk about the quarterback, but they never talk about those surrounding pieces that make that quarterback look so good. You know what I mean? And then in this moment, it was about the running back. It was the first time, I believe, in 30 years that a running back and Kenneth Walker became a Super Bowl MVP in 30 years. Think about that. Let that sink in. In 30 years, it was a 30-year drought that a running back was a Super Bowl MVP, and Kenneth Walker deserved all of that. He put them on their back and he ran with them, man. You know what I mean? Edge rushers are now just as valuable as a quarterback, in my opinion. I agree with you 100%, because that's what it comes down to. Can you force that ball out of that quarterback hand? Can you force that ball in a fumble? Can you force that quarterback to make an error that he was not expecting to make? And edge rushers are as important as quarterbacks. And in this game, it shows. DeMarcus Lawrence, I wish I had his play where he knocked it out. Let's see if I can go find it somewhere, man. Let's see if I can go find it. DeMarcus Lawrence makes Drake May. I'm saying Drake May fumbles. I'm saying DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm just gonna put his name out there. Yes. Lawrence. I mean, then hopefully like a video come up and we can just screen share it, man. But anyway, here go the image right here. I really want to see the video of it, because the video will show. Let's see, what is this? This is on Facebook. I want a Instagram one. Let's see. Let me just see what this looked like. I knew it was going to ask me to sign in and all of that. But anyway, I got the image. Let's see. We can go back to the image. We can, and you can remember the play in your head. He said, "Oh, don't talk about Lawrence. I know Cowboy fans are sick. They definitely are sick, man." They are definitely sick. And then, he was having a baby on the way, DeMarcus Lawrence. He told them that, hey, she got a doctor. I do not notify me by his wife's decision. She's not going to notify him. And, man, think about this, bro. He's about to have a baby. And he get dropped from the Dallas Cowboys. And 1 year later, he wins a Super Bowl. Man, that is awesome, man. I'm going to say DeMarcus Lawrence makes Drake. And speaking of Drake put $1 million on the Patriots. Come on, bro. Drake may fumble in Super Bowl. See if we can get another video up. If not, we'll have the picture. Here go the picture. Let's just look up the image. All right, here we go. We just go look up this image and then I'm going to show it. This image right here shows everything, man. How can I make this big? All right, boom. All right, let me screenshot this image so y'all can see see the picture. You guys remember it, of course. But like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And then we're going to come to an ending, guys. Because it is, like I say, during the week, And y'all, we got some boxing talk. Oh, we'll save it for tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll try to come on screen share. We'll save it. Hey, I heard something swimming in the oceans this summer. DeMarcus Lawrence asks important question after Super Bowl win. But anyway, this is where he made him fumble. Now, this is the same guy that the Dallas Cowboys cut. And they need their defense right now, right? We ain't gonna ask. Oh, let's just read. It says, after signing with the Seattle Seahawks, longtime Dallas Cowboy defense, DeMarcus Lawrence was a simple explanation. Lawrence said he knew he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl in Dallas. Dallas is his home, made it his home. We'll show that video. But here's the picture right here. DeMarcus Lawrence cashing out in a big moment, making him fumble. And then after that, the team goes. After that, the team goes and then score a touchdown. This is what DeMarcus Lawrence had to say about the Dallas Cowboys.
I made my home there. My family lives there, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So
later.
The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
There you go. And then here go another one from DeMarcus Lawrence.
Tears coming down your face. I can see the emotion all over you. You're going to the Super Bowl. Just describe the feeling.
I am. I'm truly blessed. Thankful to be a part of this great organization, this great team that we put together, man. The words can't even explain this moment. I'm just glad I'm going to the Super Bowl. We going.
Enjoy every moment.
We going. Yeah.
Hey, and then ultimately they win the Super Bowl. Shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence, man. My boys say, don't talk about Lawrence. I know the Cowboy fans are sick. They are, because they know their defense is trash. They can't stop the run. They can't do nothing. So ultimately, it comes down to the one and only. What is Jerry Jones going to do? I heard he about to franchise tag George Pickens. You know what I mean? But we'll save that on another topic, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show for tonight, man. Remember, hit that like button. Go tell a friend about the show, man. And then it ultimately comes, football is just not about the quarterback. It's about defense. And defense wins games, as you can see in the Super Bowl 60 last night. Thank you, guys. Hey, guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the Hey guys, that part of the segment was called Subscriber Questions, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to press the like button so everybody can participate in that, right? Press the like button, please. That helps the channel grow, okay? And listen, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Great show. Thank you, guys. It's your boy LD. And you tuning into Likeable Dialogue.
To press that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Likeable Dialogue.
Hey, Likeable Dialogue. My boy says football is the ultimate team sport. That's why I love it. Shout out to my boy DT out there, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm your host, LD the Kid, and you tuning in to Likeable Dialogue. Hey, what's up, guys? This your boy LD
The Kid.
and you tuning into Likeable Dialogue. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button.